we're ready and we are trying to conceive. Hey guys, hey, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you are doing well. Oh my god guys, it's been so long. It's been over a month since I've posted a video. It's been a good minute, so I was just like, you know what, I was talking to my friend Tiffany and she was just like, okay, you have to come back to YouTube and your next video should be where have I been. And I was just like, that's a good one. So I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna come on here, I'm gonna be fully transparent and just like pretty much like just chit chat, talk about what's been going on and like just everything, just like kind of be open, because I feel like that's the route that I want to take when it comes to my channel. Honestly, quite frankly, I feel like I'm in a season right now where I'm just really leveling up and trying to figure stuff out, and it's a lot of growing pains, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot, you know. It doesn't look like everyone else's journey. It's just you know, it's just my journey. I'm on my own journey, and I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna like do a chit chat. I would actually like to look back 5 years from now and be like, oh my gosh, like 2020, this was this, and look at you now. So that's the reason for this chit chat today. I just want to be open and honest. I already did my brows. I used the darkest brown contour shade and just some concealer, and I cleaned up my brow. Anyway, without further ado guys, let's jump into this video. Okay, so I'm gonna try to see how best I can do my makeup and talk, because I feel like whenever you do like a chit chat, you always end up doing one more than the other. And for me, I ramble a lot. So over the last maybe say 8 months, I was unemployed. I was at home, I wasn't working. Story time. So I was working a corporate job and I was there for like a year and a half, going 2 years, and it didn't work out, right? It didn't work out. Before we parted ways, I just didn't want to be there because I felt like, for one, it was not really a great environment. As far as just like the company itself is stressful. It was just it was a lot that came with that job. I just feel like corporate America is just like, it's a headache. It can be a headache, you know what I'm saying? I guess depending on who you're working for. And for me, it was a headache. Like, it wasn't really fun. Like the people that I work with were fun, so to this day we're all still cool. I'm like pretty much cool with everyone. I keep in touch with majority of everyone and all that good stuff. So, you know, that was good. I feel like I made friendships, like long lasting friendships from that. So I'm not even like, you know what I'm saying, mad or anything. But I was there and it was just like really not working out for both me and the company, I think. And so I felt like I was supposed to leave, and it's like my husband and I would have like conversations, and he would just be like, you know, like apply for something else, you know, like, or like go part-time and like focus on your craft, like do YouTube, like do what you want to do, like focus on what you want to do, you know what I'm saying? Like just get a part-time job and figure out your stuff, you know, because it's like you're giving so much to this company and it's like you're not really investing in what you really want to do. So it was like that, and it was like that for a few months. As soon as I started planning my next moves, I was just like, okay, like I'm gonna like do some stuff that I really want to do. Like I want to start a business, I want to like work on my craft some more, like, you know what I'm saying, like just do what I really want to do. Like in my head, that was the plan. I was so depressed. I was unhappy. The job was just, as I said, stressful. It was just, you know, so much, and I would come home every day and I would just be stressed. Long story short, it came to an end. Like both me and the job were not happy and we decided to part ways. And I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna take this time out to So because remember, I had a plan. Like my plan was to really like it's either get a part-time, work on my own stuff, or just get a whole new job. And so when it happened that I was just like, okay, I'm gonna take this time to work on my own stuff, work on my craft. Like, you know, my husband was just like, just work on what you gotta work on, you know, like do what you gotta do. And so I have been home. It's been since October of 2019, and it's now June, about to be July. So it's a good like 8-9 months, I would say. And I've been home since that time. And I started my channel. I really had time to just put some time and effort into that, because I feel like I've been wanting to do it, but it was just so much going on all the time. So I had some time to put some time into that. And I also had plans to launch a business, and then boom, COVID kind of hit. Like the plan was to launch in like April, and with the whole COVID thing, everything kind of got like, you know what I'm saying, like just got delayed a little bit. So that didn't happen, and I've been home since then. I was fine. Before my corporate job, I was like in retail, customer service, retail, whatever you want to call it. And I was just like, I would never go back to like retail or whatnot. And then it's like after 8 months of being home, I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna go back to work, but this time I'm not gonna go back to a corporate job or a 9 to 5. And I was just like, well, dang, like I did say I wasn't gonna ever go back to retail, you know, because my experience with retail was just not good. But the thing is with retail, it's like, I know that I really don't need another full-time job right now, you know what I'm saying, because it's very demanding and it's very stressful. And honestly, I ended up going back to retail like a month ago, and it's not even a full month yet, but I went back to retail. And it's like when I made a decision to go back to retail, I was just like, dang, like I felt like I was going backwards. Like I personally didn't try to get like a 9 to 5 or another corporate job. Like I did not apply to any of those. I chose to go back to retail. So it's not like that was my only option, or like I just did not, you know what I'm saying. But the reason why, even though I said I would never go back to retail, the reason why I went back to retail is because I still like, I feel like with that I'm more able to be flexible, because I was just like, I just need something part-time so that I can still have time to focus on me. But I was just like, you know, I need time to actually focus on my stuff. And I know how I am, like I'm just not there yet where I can like fully juggle like a full-time 9 to 5 that's completely demanding, stressful, and also handle my personal stuff that I need to get done. And it's like, honestly, quite frankly, like I really did feel like, dang girl, like you're going, like for a brief minute I felt like slightly depressed. I was just like, you're going backwards. Like why would you like go from a corporate 9 to 5 to like a retail, you know what I'm saying? And I think that came from the fact that it sounds good to say, oh yeah, I work a 9 to 5, I work in corporate America, and this is my job description. Like it sounds good to, you know, when someone asks you like, oh, what you doing now, like da da da, it sounds good. Like that's, you know, it sounds good on paper, it sounds good in prayer. Like it's just that's just the move, you get what I'm saying? Like it's either you're doing like your own thing, or you have a really good career job. And so that was really stressing for me, because I was just like, yo, like I don't have like the typical like, oh yeah, like I work here, like that's not my story. And I was just like, if anyone should find out, that's gonna look so bad. And so I was really worried about that. And it's like for a good minute I was just like, oh my god, like this is so embarrassing and whatnot. But at the end of the day, like for real, I know what my plans are. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's like once you have a plan, you're good. Like, don't listen to what anyone is saying. Like, don't worry about what anyone thinks, because you have a plan. And it's only been a month, but it's nothing like I thought, you know, retail would be. It's an experience. It's actually really just like chill. It's just like I'm not stressed. I'm not like anxious. I'm not depressed. Like, everything is going well. You know what I'm saying? I do my shift. I come home. I choose what I want to do. Like, if I need a day off, if I need a certain day off, I can tell them. If I need 2 days off back to back, like I am pretty much, it's very flexible. I can do what I want. You get what I'm saying? So it might not look good to someone else, or it might not sound good. You know what I'm saying? But it's benefiting me, and it's benefiting my family, and me and my husband, we're fine. So I kind of had to like just kind of get rid of that whole mindset of, oh my God, like this does not look good or sound good, because, oh, you know, who does that? It's like, not like looking down on retail, because it's like if that was my only job, then it's like cool. But as I said, I went from having a corporate job to, you know, having a corporate job that sounds good to people, that sounds good on paper, to going back to retail. I was just like, you know what? I'm not going to be ashamed of what I do. Like, I'm good. Life is good. You know what I'm saying? It might not be the ideal what I thought, because I was just like, after I left the job, I was just like, I'm not going back to working for anyone. You know what I'm saying? Even if I have to sit it out, wait for a year to figure some stuff out, like working for people is just not for me. You know what I'm saying? So even though I'm back to retail, it's really just for now. It's not even, I don't even think, I might just do 6 months, figure some stuff out, and I'm out the door. Like, it's not, you know what I'm saying? Because working for someone is just not gonna be my goal. So yeah. So with that being said, that's my transition from corporate to being a stay-at-home wife, if you may, to going back to retail. And so the reason why I've been like missing in action is because I'm not good with multitasking and figuring stuff out, and like timing and like schedule. So I'm really just trying to figure all of that out as far as when it comes to having a job. And like, for me, I'm always tired. Like, I'm always so tired, and I think I'm just like trying to figure out like, okay, like how to balance working, even though I have the time technically, on my day off and stuff, like how to actually come up with a schedule and make use of the fact that I have the time. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I do, and that's what I wanted, right? And now I do. It's like, okay, are you gonna make use of it? So it's really just that. Like, I feel like I'm just like, ugh, how do I balance this? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I think for me, I'm not great at just like doing more than one things at once, because I do still have a lot. Just mentally, I go through a lot. So that's a whole nother thing. Like, I'm just like, most times I'm trying to just balance life in general, you know, trying to like get through like a dark day, or like, you know what I'm saying, like a anxious day. It's just a lot. So yeah, with that being said, that's why I was missing. But I am planning to sit down and just figure stuff out. Like, okay, how am I gonna do this? You know, because I need to be present on the tube. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So next thing that I want to talk about is the fact that I'm gonna be married for 4 years in August, and I feel like that's just so dope. I feel like 4 years is just, that's a decent time to, you know what I'm saying, be married for, because I know so many people that don't really make it, sadly. But we have made it to 4 years, and we are still happily married, and I'm just so grateful for that, because it's like, it's not easy out here, but I feel like, you know, God blessed me with a partner that is just like, just, you know, we just, we work well together. Like, we are just perfect together. We have not hit like that rough patch yet. Sometimes I feel like, I think about it and I'm just like, you know, people make it seem as if, oh, after the first year. So for some people, it's like, oh, the first year is like the roughest. And then some people's like, oh, after the first 2 years or after the first year is like hell. And I'm just like, it's always scary because I'm just like, it's almost like I'm always looking up for that rock bottom, like, you know what I'm saying, can't stand each other, like fighting all the time and disagreeing. And it's like, we don't really have that. And it's like, it's almost like I'm looking forward to it. And it's scary because I'm like, okay, is this normal? Like, are we not supposed to? We're supposed to be fighting. Like, but that's not the case. I'm thankful. I'm just thankful for that in general. However, so with that being said, I said I was going to put myself out there, you know, it's my business, so I can if I want to. But anyway, with that being said, I feel like, so with that being said, I feel like we're at the place where, you know what I'm saying, like, we're ready to expand the family. You know what I'm saying? We are ready to just like expand and just have little ones running around, and you know what I'm saying, life is good, so why not make it better? So yeah, so we are in that place where we're ready and we are trying to conceive. Like the first year we're sure we weren't ready. Around 2.5 is when we were like, okay, we could get used to the idea. And so it was like, okay, like if it happens, no big deal. If it doesn't happen, no big deal. So I feel like we've been kind of like there as far as, okay, like, you know, we don't mind. It's so funny because society makes you think that it's easy as 1, 2, 3, you know what I'm saying? But for some people, it's just not easy to be like, oh yeah, I'm ready, so let's try this month, and then it's like, boom, baby. I'm realizing that for us, it's kind of not really like that. We're kind of having to try a little bit harder, if I may say so. Think about it, even though people are like, just don't think about it, it will happen when you like least think about it. And I'm just like, oh well, see, if I may, personally, I haven't even taken a pregnancy test like in over a year, because I think when we got to the point where we're just like, okay, we're like ready, so if it happens, it happens. I was just like, okay, let me like try. So every month I would like buy pregnancy tests, and I'm just like testing, and then you get that negative, and it's just like, well, dang, that hurts. So I think after a while I was just like, I'm not gonna try anymore, because I just can't deal with getting the negatives, and it's low-key, high-key painful. So I was just like, okay, let me sit this one out. If it happens, it happens. So we technically haven't been trying for like a good hot second, like a good maybe year. It's like, you know, there is no rush, honestly. Like, we're in no rush. We don't feel like, oh my god, like I'm not like dying with baby fever. You know, like I'm not at the place yet where I'm just like sad when I see someone else pregnant. I'm just not there yet. Like, I think about it, I wouldn't mind if it happens, but I'm just not at that place where I'm just like, oh my god. So with 2020 going crazy, I'm just like, okay, I would like to wait, because, you know, COVID and I would like the full experience of like getting to have my family in the labor room, like just, you know, having a full-on baby shower, like just fully being able to go through the whole notion, the whole process of it. So I was just like, you know what, I don't mind waiting because it's just a lot going on. But I was just like, you know what, I honestly don't mind trying either, because I feel like it's taking a little bit longer than the average person. And so I don't know if putting it off, waiting like a one more year to actually start actively trying, I don't know how long it's gonna take before we actually conceive. So in the meantime, I'll just, you know what I'm saying, just try, and if it happens, it happens, and if it doesn't, hopefully it happens soon. So I think that's where we are. Personally, that's where I am. I don't know how long this is gonna take to happen for me, for us. So let me put a little effort. That's the thing. I feel like before I was just like so open to the idea, and I thought it would just happen, like just happen out the blue. But I realized, okay, I might have to put a little more effort, so I might have to get in tune with my body. So I think that's where I am. I'm just like, it doesn't hurt to get in tune with my body and just kind of like get to know my body and see what's going on. It doesn't hurt. I'm sure it would help, if anything. So yeah, we are in that process. So I have been thinking about going on a TTC journey, like doing it on my channel, because I watch a lot of I just enjoy, that's like a content that I enjoy. I fully support the TTC community and stuff. So I was just like, you know, I probably should do a trying to conceive journey. And I feel like, you know, it would be dope to look back on and then, you know, just see how everything came along. But yeah, that's where we are right now. Currently, we're in that phase where we're just like, we could have a little baby. So I wish us luck. A lot of times we hear people talk about how they just like, how they change their mindset, how, you know, they got to this place where they're at, where it's like, oh, just like a really good, positive, like, you know what I'm saying, a place of like growth and strength and da-da-da. And it's like, we don't really talk about the fact that healing is really, really, really hard. It's not like, it's really hard work. It's really hard work, and I feel like I'm getting there where I'm just like, okay, it's time to heal. It's time to visit some things. It's time to actively heal, you know. And whether that means just like, I don't know, like I don't really, the way how I deal with things, the way how I handle my emotions and all that good stuff is like, I don't like, my coping mechanism is just not the best, and I want to change that. Like I want to document, like I want to like talk about the stuff that I'm really going through, how I'm healing, like, you know what I'm saying, like my experience with therapy, you know, just like working out, getting on a healthy diet, like, you know, like praying, reading my Bible, like just really getting back to me and just like really figuring out some stuff, like possibly just like talk about stuff that needs to be talked about, like sharing my stories, sharing my journey, because I feel like a lot of people, I don't know, I feel like I went through a lot publicly, and it's only fair and it's only right for me to heal publicly. Like I don't mind sharing that, you know what I'm saying, which I have been healing over the years. Like I have evolved a whole lot. You know, a lot of people got to see me just evolve and just kind of like, you know, just turn into this like, you know, woman, and it's like, it's beautiful. But I want to get in depth, you know. I might be coming out with a series. I'm just gonna be documenting all of that, like what it looks like to me to heal, you know what I'm saying, like what it looks like to me to heal, not to somebody else, not to society, not to the church, not to my friends, not to my family, but what it looked like for me. How did I go about this? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, it might not make sense, but I hope when I put it together it can make sense. But I'm excited. So yeah guys, that's what's up. I'm just trying to figure out like a middle ground for everything, just balance life while being a wife and, you know, a young Christian. I had to kind of stop to finish up my makeup because I didn't want it to be too long and drawn out. Yeah, but that's what's been going on in my life. Just trying to figure out life. I feel like all of us are like on a journey to like figure out you know, what we want to do. I feel like all of us are on a journey and we're just like, okay, this is what I'll accept and this is what I won't accept. You get what I'm saying? And it's fine. It's okay to know that you don't want to work a 9 to 5. It's like if you have a plan, it's okay. And don't let anyone from the outside world, you know, makes you think that you have to do things a certain way, because at the end of the day your sanity matters. Well, I'm talking to myself. At the end of the day, my sanity comes first. My peace matters. Shout out to my big sis Grace. That was a gem. My peace comes first, and I'm just in a place in my life right now where I'm just like, I am gonna choose peace. I don't care what it is, I'm gonna choose. Hey, so I am back with the finished look. This is the finished look, obviously, but anyway guys, it came out so cute. I'm just like, oh my god, like like this is just so pretty. I think that's how it is when you don't overthink, because I just freestyled everything, including the chit chat. Like I didn't write any points down. I didn't like think about what I was gonna say. I was just like, let it flow, let it flow. Anyway, conclude everything that we talked about today. I just want to say, you know, just do what you gotta do. Your journey is yours, your life is yours. It's not gonna look like everyone else. It's not gonna look like what you think it should. It sounds pretty, but you have to understand that that's your journey, and that's what I'm trying to really get. And I feel like God is just kind of bringing me through a journey where he's just like, yo, like, I have greater in store, but right now I'm taking you through like just a wilderness, and you know what I'm saying, you're gonna come out on top, but you're gonna have to go through the hills and the valleys. So some days it's gonna be great, sometimes you're gonna have like a really good job that, you know what I'm saying, it's like, and then another time I'm just gonna like, it's not gonna always be the same, but I'm taking you through a journey. You know, I'm preparing you for what's ahead, and it's all a learning process. Learning to accept myself, learning to accept the fact that my life is just different, and that's okay. Like, we all have our own journeys, and that's fine too. You know what I'm saying? It's just a whole thing. Always remember, guys, your peace and your sanity comes first. That is something that I'm learning. There's so many things that I'm cutting out. There are so many people that I'm cutting off. I give less access to. And so that means even if it's a job, if I'm too stressed to the point where I'm like stressed and depressed and angry all the time, then it got to go. Baby girl, it got to go, because my peace comes first. And at the end of the day, I want to come home, you know what I'm saying, and just be in a good space. You know what I'm saying? I want to be a good friend, a good cousin, a good wife, a good mom one day. Like, I need to be in like the best headspace. Still currently trying to figure all that out when it comes to my mental health and everything, and it's just a whole learning curve. And so, you know, that's just my 2 cents, guys. You know, keep people around you that is going to encourage you no matter what the season that you're in. So I'm grateful that I only keep a very small handful of people very close to me. Like, I know a lot of people, I talk to a lot of people, but it's very few, like very few family members, very few friends. that I keep close enough to me where I, you know, every now and again I'll be like, oh, this is what's going on, this is how I feel, da da da. And it's like those people ride with me no matter what. They rejoice with me when I'm doing great or when I'm doing not so great. And it's like that's what you need. You know what I'm saying? You need positive, just positivity, you know. And I'm just so thankful for everyone that's in my life and blah blah blah. And we're gonna end this chit chat right here. But anyway, guys, if you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Tavia and I create beauty, faith and lifestyle content. But if you have any ideas of anything that you would like to see from me, leave it down below and I will, you know, try to put it together for you guys. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I love every one of you and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Wait, what? I was like, bye. Wait, what? Okay, so let's do that again. I will see you in my next video. Bye.